All right, what up though? Today is day 27, squat every day. I've been diligently working at this. I'm seeing the progress, I'm seeing the carryover, and I'm liking it. Today I'm gonna incorporate a couple of stretches just in the beginning, and I might do a couple plyometric movements just to like make sure my body is warm. I wanted to go over that today because it's not just jumping into squats. There's a whole prep that you really should do before you start squatting, especially if you go anywhere, I would say above your 50% max. Which I don't think this is above my 50% max anymore. I think I can hit well into 250 on the squat now. The other day when I went to the gym with my brother, it used to be kind of hard for me to squat 185. I remember a time when it was, and I hit that bitch clean money. And that was after I had done my 50 for the day, and so I was I'm liking the progress that I'm seeing with this. I still, like I say, need to take the time to actually take some days and weeks off to measure my recovery and actually measure where my strength is. But I'm liking where this challenge is taking me, and I'm happy about it. I think I'm going to continue squatting, maybe not every day, but definitely probably like 3 to 4 times a week with some moderate weight, like 100 pounds. Maybe I'll go up to 150 just to make sure my body keeps that adrenaline pumping in it. I don't want to go all the way up to 200 pounds. Anyway, so we're going to get into some of these movements real quick because I don't want this video to be too long. The last couple of videos been cutting out on me. So we're going to start right here, and we're going to go just 10 up and down. We're going to do 5. Well, we'll do 10. We'll do 1 round of warm up, and then we'll get right into a set of 5. Or 5, 6, try to hit your hip. 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, you want to keep your legs as straight as possible when you're doing that because that'll help engage your hamstring. And I think this is I don't know which CLs this is behind. I think the ACLs in the front, the MCLs in the back. I can't, or maybe they're on each side, but it warms up this back of your knee part right here that connects your hamstring and your calf. So then we're gonna take a big step back. We're just gonna pulse in out of this one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Up, back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, now we're gonna go to the side. We're just gonna lean in on this one. We're gonna go 1. You should feel this in your groin. 3, or like this inner part of your thigh. You should feel it in here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stretch it really good right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. I'm gonna stretch the hammy on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You don't really have to move your head either. Just moving your arm in that position will engage enough of your body and your back to stretch your hamstring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What it is about stretching always makes me hungry. All right, so I'm gonna get into a deep glute stretch. This one, if you can't do this one, there are other stretches that you should do, but this is a glute low back stretch. 1, 2, 4, 5. I even feel myself starting to break a sweat sometimes when I'm stretching, and that's a good thing. You want to make sure that your body is warm before you start performing your exercises. All right. Whew. Man. Ooh, especially that last one. Okay. So now we're going right here. We're gonna knock this one out. So pause on this, but you gotta grab your ankles and you want to get like a wide stance just outside your shoulders, and you want to straighten your legs, and you want to just bend, just drop your hips, come as low as you can, come back up, and you should be able to go lower just about every time. You should feel the blood working through your hips. You're gonna just do 5 of these. This is a good one to work your hip rotator, and it's a good one for your hamstrings and your quads, actually, if you do it right. 4. That one. 5. Actually, that one's really good. Okay, so hopefully I didn't lose any body. Hopefully I didn't lose any phone storage. Major phone storage anyway. All right. So I want to do that one more time. And I'm gonna do it with a turn. I'm gonna do it with a twist. So I'm gonna come down, twist, twist, back up, down, twist, twist. That's 2. Back down, twist, twist. That's 3. Woo. 4. All right, that's 5. All right, so I feel all engaged in my low back, feel all engaged in my hip flexors, and I definitely feel engaged in my glutes. So we're gonna just do some quick calf raises because you never want your ankles to be cold. Like I said, the ankles are the foundation of your legs and your entire body. You want to build them up, make sure they're strong. You got to get some good reps on your calves. And all right, so y'all know the program. 50 squats. I might hit some dips and push-ups today, depending on how I'm feeling. But we're gonna see about that. So let's knock this 50 out. I know y'all got things to do. I know I got things to do. It's a good at-home follow along. Like I said, you don't gotta do 100 pounds. Choose your weight. I chose 100 pounds for this month. It was something I knew I could manage for 30 days and see results. So measure your body. Always be measuring your body. Always be testing your capacity. Always be seeing how you feel for that day, and have a routine to get yourself into the rhythm for the things that you have to do. So even when you don't want to do them, you can get in that. I was really feeling kind of, well, of course, like I said, probably in the past 15 videos, probably since day 10, I've been feeling stiff. I'm feeling the effects of this, but I have the mental like note to get it done, and my body is calling for me to get it done even when I'm stiff. My mind is out of habit. So I've developed a little series of things I do to get into rhythm, to do what I need to do. So that's a good thing for life. When you don't feel like doing something, develop a rhythm, develop some habits or some cadences to get yourself into gearing your mind into doing something productive or something that's prosperous for you. Like, for example, something I gotta do today, clean out my house. So, no more time for chatting. We're gonna knock out this quick 50 reps. I'm going 10 right here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. All right, so one thing I've noticed, another thing is that anybody who studies science knows that the circulatory and the respiratory systems work in conjunction, as the air helps pump the blood through your body and the blood pushes the nutrients through the body. Your lungs need to be warmed up too. That's something that people don't take into account. People don't take into account the internal parts of your body that also need to be warmed up. Your lungs and your heart are muscles respectively. And although they work in conjunction, they have their own respective functions and they need to be in synchronous. They need to be synchronized. Your breathing pattern needs to be somewhat synchronized with your heart rate. That's why it's hard to catch your breath, because your heart rate is so high and your breath has to catch up to it. You have to be able to pump the oxygen through your body enough to help pump the blood through your body. So we're gonna keep going. That said, really work into my wind. As you can see, I was going for the reps and then I kind of paused at 5. I had to catch my breath. So I'm gonna go for another 10 right here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Another thing that this exercise is really helping me out with is my breathing pattern. As I've said just previously, we were talking about breathing. One thing that I've always done is I've always kind of held my breath on my reps. That's not correct. Like to help push, I've always kind of held my breath. And one thing that my brother, shout out to my brother, the Hood Trophy, one thing that he always kind of tries to remind me of is like, you're not breathing. You're not breathing when you're doing your reps. And I need to develop a better cadence for exercise that's not running in my breath pattern. Like I can breathe fine when I run. Of course I've been running my whole life, but in terms of like exercise, I've always held my breath to push. I get that from when I used to do a lot of flat bench. I used to really like hold it in to push. But now that I'm getting into different exercises with higher volumes of reps, I am forced to adjust my breathing patterns and develop a better pace for breathing. So in my more explosive movements anyway. So here we go for another 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. I think I said 3. Yeah, I said 3. On that time, I kind of felt that my outer glute was overstressed, probably because my legs were too far apart. So when you're squatting, always make sure that you keep a comfortable length in terms of, a comfortable base. Some people say shoulder length apart. There are some people I've even seen, they squat like this. But you just want to do what's comfortable for you so that you can get the weight up. Some people do wide legs, some people do close. Of course, you can change the stance on your leg so that you can have more like variability in what you're working, but I'm gonna keep this going. I was set 3. Here we go with set 4. Now I'm at the point in the exercise where my breath is catching up. My breath is catching up. My heart rate is settling into, I don't want to call it a comfortable pace, but it's a pace that feels level. My body feels like the adrenaline can just effectively, or not effectively, but just smoothly, without as much resistance, run through my bloodstream into my muscles. Feel my capillaries expanding at the ends of my skin. I feel my quads are super pumped. They've been feeling like I've never felt them before. They feel almost like impenetrable, like how hard, like how hard they are. Like my quads feel crazy thick right now. The rest of my leg feels kind of the same. I'm pretty sure that it's increased in size or maybe become a little bit stronger, but my quads feel like they're going crazy. Like ever since like maybe day 14, day 15, I started seeing like my quads just feel like they won't relax, like they're always engaged or always stiff. And you know, it's a pretty good feeling, honestly. Man, I didn't start doing this earlier in my life, but I'm here now, so I'm gonna knock out 10 more and finish this off. I still gotta clean my house. So okay, y'all, it's the last 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, 50 in the morning. Way to work, y'all. Might put in a couple reps later, might not. Whatever.